Alright. Oh dear, the coffee's starting to get cold actually. Hang on. No, just right. Alright. Let's get this show on the road. Okay. Alright, well, there's the two things. Good thing I make those check marks myself. Well, these two things are what I'm gonna have to start working on. Called liquefaction or liquid action, as I spelled it, and rocket parts. Let's start with the rocket parts because it's a bit closer to home. Because that way I can get the scrap processing established. Alright, let's also add a new one. Transition. Space platform. To Logi bots. There. Because I don't have a way down. Because I don't have a spare capsule up here. I essentially need to get more rocket parts up. Oh dear. This could be an issue. This was about half empty. The issue here really is that I need quite a bit few more rockets cargo sections before oh dear. I am actually a little stuck. Because I don't have the means of going back down at the moment. Because I don't have any capsules. I can't craft a capsule up here. Yeah, no. So how am I gonna get back down? That's a question I should have been more worried about. Could just drop my stuff off and just respawn, but that feels like a waste. Let's get the laser facility researched. Upside is this one? No, this one's got quite a ways to go before it's empty. Yeah, all of these do, unfortunately. Unless I start storing these so that I have a bunch of spare beryllium up here. Interesting. So much random stuff, but none of it is gonna help me get down. Okay, so I do have this thing here that's somewhat empty. Let's empty it out. There. And now change this. Yeah, so what I can do is just increment this by. There, this should get the rocket parts up that I need. Yeah, because let's see. So this, I'm currently at 50. I need roughly 70 or so, but yeah, let's just get this loaded up. Hang on, this doesn't have a capsule. Shite. Hopefully I have a request for chest in the logistics network. I see a bot leaving. It's supposed to pick up a drill. Ah, this construction. Right, I had this little this improvised facility here. Okay, good. There. There. Okay, this should resolve the situation. Thank you for the hydrate and the throw. This time, I did refill my water. How you doing, Panda? Okay, there we go. Alright, this rock that I had to improvise. Snoot. Alright, yeah. Yeah. Just go. Alright, my emergency supplies. I have get points. Aside from saving for gender bent. Yeah, I might need to add it a few more at some point. Anyway, let's get these. Ah, fuck, because it's full. Oh no. Filter inserter, filter. Where are the components? There they are. Alright, now I just gotta wait for the rocket to be built. It's already got its capsule at least. I just gotta wait for the cargo rocket sections to arrive. And I don't have a spare landing pad with me, but I may as well expand the space for where this landing pad will be put. Is this going to be dedicated to rocket parts? So let's have it up here. Yeah, that'll do. Alright, shove the rest of me space stuff into here. Alright. Almost done building. Oh crap, this is still an auto launch. No thank you. Do not leave me stranded. So I got the fuel rocket already. Wait, what? Wait, this is also supposed to receive... Hang on, which rocket pad is assigned to the supply pad? Oh, this one. Oh. So I already had this set up, turns out. It's just not launching because it's still full of fuel. Okay, so that's what happened. Okay, so I was worried about nothing, turns out. But I need to set up another... I need to empty out some more of the rocket fuel here. Yeah, that's it there. I'm just gonna put those in a loop. Actually, let's not do it like that. Let's do it like this. Oh, alright, I put all the belts away. Okay, so... There we go. We should have at least emptied out a bit more. Alright, let's return back to the ground. Alright, now the scrap facility actually gets to do its thing. Alright. Man, you are arrived landing with quite the impact, aren't you, Moktaros? Welcome. Alright, how you doing? Hope you're doing good. Alright, let's put the power suit back on. And turn on the rope. There we go. Get myself nice and restocked. Alright, so... Turns out... This objective... was already done. So I can just check that off. Alright, so next up, I need to go get the coal liquefaction set up. Oh, that was a rocket launch. Okay, let's quickly change this out to that. There. There. Okay, so, coal liquefaction. I'm gonna grab some heavy oil to take with me to kickstart it. Which I should be able to take from right here. Yeah, 10 oil barrels should be enough. Because coal liquefaction... Yeah, these 25 oil, and I've got 100 oil in these barrels. So that'll be enough to kickstart liquefaction, because it produces 90, so I can just feed that back into the loop. I'm actually thinking about what am I going to do with the light oil and petroleum gas? Just burn it? I mean, it's gonna give me petroleum, which means it will give me access to oil products. thing is, what oil... I know there were some oil things I was wanting but couldn't do. I do have to keep in mind though that if I do go down this route, I am dependent on the coal deposits. I'm going to want to make sure I've got spare coal deposits secured if I go this route. Speaking of, I need to actually complete that train circuit and get more artillery in place. So, one thing I'm definitely going to be needing is way more train tracks. I do not need all of these heat shields, and I don't need that. Way too many low-density structures. I should not have taken those scaffolds down with me. Oops. Anything else I need to clean out? I took along some space belts by accident. Okay. So yeah, just gonna wait to get stocked up. And okay, well, first is first. I need to. Right there's the astronometrics. How many refineries do I want to set up to coal liquefaction? It produces 90 heavy oil a pop. And the whole reason I'm getting coal liquefaction set up is so that I can start doing local cryonite processing. How much do these need again? 1 heavy oil. Okay. So honestly, I'm only gonna really need 1 refinery. For what I really, and then yeah, then I guess I can't just burn off. I mean, nah. I think I'm just gonna keep it simple and just burn it off until I find a use for it. Ooh, there's some cheeky ones over here. Let's get rid of them. Maybe I'll blast these ones up too. New World. Yeah, that can be rough. Generally, how you deal with biter bases early on is via turret creep. But yeah, but that's why whenever you start a game, it generates a map. You can kind of use that as a preview to see if you like it or not. Okay, so that's gonna be that cleaned up. Yeah, I need all the tracks that I can get. I've got the big drills. Let's gather the materials for a single refinery. Did I just hear? Oh, no, that's turrets. I thought I heard some bots collide. I guess not. All right, there's the fuel refinery that I need. I'm gonna need honestly, all I could do is just have to pump. Yeah, no, no. Let's craft myself a bunch of pumps. Just so I've got some spares. Oh, that's another close base. Bye. Those bases were probably the ones responsible on the attacks on my iron ore site when I set that up. But that should get this all cleaned up. That should take care of a nice chunk. Our delivery's coming along, almost done. Okay. Yeah, so essentially I'm going to set up a closed loop where it's only going to... I don't need this. It's going to feed into a tank, and it's only going to pump out the tank into the cryonite areas if it works. Speaking of, I may as well already get some of the Cryonite stuff set up. I'm gonna leave this as is here for now, so that the Cryonite production keeps going while I'm busy. So I kind of want to copy this. So yeah, I've got the chemical plants. I'm gonna want an electric. I'm pretty sure I've got electric boilers in my logistic network. Yeah. So I'm just gonna take those. I'm gonna need to craft myself a few industrial furnaces. Do I already? Did I? Wait, how did they get there? Oh, they attacked. They went up there and went like this. Well, there goes the radar. I need to do some danger close here. Of course, the artillery guns the furthest away are the ones that are opening up. There we go. I'm gonna have to fix that later. Industrial furnaces. Can I even handcraft those? Yes, I can. I've got the electric furnaces. I just need heat shields, and then I can handcraft a bunch. Okay. That's the laser facility done. It's still a mystery to me what the laser facility actually does. As far as I can tell, there's no recipes associated with it. But yeah, I'm gonna work my way to this one. It's gonna be the next science pack I'm going to try to implement. The astronometric catalog. Which also leads to... Honestly, the astrometric doesn't actually do much for me as far as I can tell. It unlocks the aeroframe pull. But quite a few things after that need bigger techs. You know, I think we're gonna leave the astrometric catalog as is. It's not gonna give me much if I go down that route. The energy catalog gives me access to the Holidium cable, which then gives me access to space trains. And then also I have I've got the biological pack. Okay, that leads to bio upgrades. Oh, carrying capacity increases. Crafting. Huh. Interesting. Oh, but this leads to a better thruster suit. Oh fuck, the thruster suit needs a lot. Never mind. What about these? What do you unlock? Oh, that's material catalog 2. Let's go to material catalog 1 first, shall we? You unlock the Iridium delivery cannon capsule. Better shielding. You also lead me to a better tool belt. Ooh. Yeah, got the hypercooling. That leads to a bunch of stuff. Let's step back a bit. Let's go up to you, because that way okay, no, that's just too far away to actually see the other science packs. Okay, what if I... Where are you? What if I... Yeah, here we go. Drag this out. This is gonna give me a better idea of what I could work towards. Well, I could research nukes if I wanted. Iridium is going to become relevant. It's got the grow facility, the mechanical facility, at least the biological and the material catalogs. Honestly, the big thing right now for me is I am not quite sure what tech I should work towards. You do have the spaceships, but that's too far off. Got hypercooling to... Okay, well, I got a lot of stuff I decided to set, so I'm just gonna research. It's 5,000. That's gonna take a while to be done, but I need a while before I decide what I need next anyway. And the earlier you get the productivities, the better. Alright, so let's grab a few of these. And yeah, craft myself some of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's probably a bit much. Fuck it. I cannot. I wish I could handcraft the space laser facility, because then I could check and see what it's actually used for. Next thing I need are the pulverizers. Just a wall. I want to grab more concrete for more pulverizers. There's a concrete line. Hang on, Q, what are you doing under my belts? Alright, there we go. That's the pulverizers I need, so I've now got all the stuff I want for now. Safety inspection, that's what they're calling it these days, huh? Okay, I've gotten the boilers. I'm pretty sure they were delivered to me at some point. Right? It was yellow before, it turned red. Yeah, there we go. There are the electrical boilers. Okay, I got those. I'm missing something. Right, I was going to request more walls, because I'm going to need those. Yeah, just give me the full 500. There we go. Alright. I need to wait for those deliveries to arrive. Let's make sure this rocket doesn't leave without me. Actually, which of these two should I launch? Because I get the feeling... Yeah, there just was a shipment for that. I need to do the rocket parts. I should set up like a personal rocket that I can just use to travel wherever. That should make things easier. Yeah, but how are you doing, Q? Hope you're doing good. Oh yeah, another thing I'm gonna want a few more accumulators, honestly. So let's take a long stack of those. Right, the radar got taken out. Ow! Hi, Draco. Nice to see you coming in. How are you doing? Damn it! Damn it! Alright. So yeah, I need to... Because this rocket is... I was wondering when you were going to join in, Q. Oh wow! You've lost internet completely. Oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna put some packed rocket sections into here. That should hopefully clean it out enough. Yeah, so let's see, this is gonna bring it. Alright, time for some quick mental maths. It's to show how. Yeah, and you have nothing local, I guess. Ouch. Okay, so that has 154. I'm just gonna take out the calculator. Hang on. 610 minus 154. So 456 free spots. Okay, yeah, that chest, yeah, it's full now. It's gonna need a bit more storage. Alright, I'm still handcrafting. I don't have any nearby alternatives at the moment. Oh wait, no, hang on, it's immediately being filled up. Should probably just do the fuel rocket, but oh well. Alright, just gonna wait for this to finish. Alright, let's just do this. This will speed things up a bit, and then I'm just gonna craft the pulverizer again. There we go. Set you up there. And there. Oh, I actually have a spare signal transmitter. Oh. I should remember that. Okay, this is now good. Let's go. Alright, back to this ice rock. Yeah, no accident on the rifle. Good. Okay, so first things first, I need to actually give this train the path at once by finishing up the train tracks over there. Go. Just need to bring this all. Oh, darn it. There we go. Now I have to be careful because odds are. Yep, the train is now on its way. Alright, so, while I wait this out, let's mark the next artillery locations. Because this is the second ring, let's give these a different symbol. That's a bit annoying that it won't quite line up nicely here. But it's more important for me to maintain the overall shape. Hope the guns are awake. I should probably pay attention to that. There. Hey there, Valu. Nice to have you dropping in as well. Alright, and that's gonna get this section cleaned out. Oh, really? What's it gonna be? Necromancer of all things. That sounds a little sus if you ask me. Ow. I'm more talking in a sense of I don't think that's legit. Okay. Well, let's make sure have a peek. Interesting. That's not the direction I was expecting them to go, Sienna. But then again, I don't really know what other directions they could have necessarily gone. Okay, so now I have my basic perimeter established, which was the first thing I wanted to set up. Next thing, get coal liquefaction up and running. Oh, hang on. That just landed, and it's about to... Well, it should be about to get squished. Oh, yep, there it goes. Splat. Okay, so coal liquefaction. Yeah, I may as well set this up here in this section that's no longer in use, because I've got water coming in here. Okay. So let's get my oil refinery. Coal liquefaction. So let's set up. Let's see. There. So let's set this tank up here, and then essentially it goes in a loop. And then there's a pump here that will only be active if I have a surplus of heavy oil. That way I can guarantee that I won't need to come back for a second time. You set to uncorking the heavy oil barrels. Here we go. Alright. So it's now got the heavy oil it needs. Next up, the coal. There we go. So now all it's missing is steam. Steam is honestly a bit of an issue because electric boilers are kind of expensive in terms of power cost, but it is what it is. There's the water pipe. you just specify what temperature it wants it at. No, it just says it wants steam. So let's just put on the cheapo recipe. Yep, there we go. Alright. So that's called liquefaction up and running. And yeah, I want to ensure I always have a nice healthy buffer of heavy oil. So let's have you enabled. But the thing is, it doesn't need much. Just 5,000, just to be on the safe side. But now here's the other thing. I need to actually do something with those two. What I could do is take 2 of these and use those to burn. Use them to burn it off. Yeah, it accepts it. And I'm just gonna put a tank on the other side. You need to be put to the grid. Alright, there we go. That's that. So yeah, so I did kind of did like this for compact. The nice thing is, it looks like it actually does just burn it off right away. So that's nice. Alright, and the important thing is that I now have heavy oil set up, so now I can actually get cryonite processing going. So here, industrial furnaces. Which direction should I take this, honestly? I can always change it up later. For now, it's just a matter of getting this set up. I don't need this pipe here anymore. Let's go to you, since you're not on the way. Alright, this is another water line. Yeah, I might need it actually later on. What's in here? Just a bunch of stuff I don't necessarily need. Alright. So, you lot. Cryonite. And yeah, I need to save on power costs up here for now, so they're all getting those. Right, hang on, that's pointless doing that many. Because these give a bonus of minus 100, and it maxes, and energy consumption maxes out at 80. Yeah, 100 minus 8, so it's just one to go. There. And that cuts down their energy cost by 80%. Just one of them. Nice. Okay, then the heavy oil basically just needs to feed along here. I think this also introduces a construction speed malus. No. Okay, efficiency modules have no downsides. They just make them more efficient. I should have realized that. I mean, yeah, clue is in the name, but I was expecting them to be that efficient. Why is it stuck again? No steam. Did I? I broke a link somewhere, I guess. Or is it the fact that the steam pump... Wait. Where did this pump go? There's supposed to be a pump here. Did I get rid of it or something at some point? Or did the biters get at it? Either way, let's replace it. There. And you know what? Let's why did you do that? You need to be... Okay, alright. This needs to be flipped. There we go. Do the same here. Put in one of these to ensure... to reduce the power cost of it. Alright, so that's heavy... That's the hardest part done, actually. The heavy oil. Or what I consider to be the hardest bit. Now for the other two parts. The actual cryonite crushing and processing. It's been a while since I actually set up cryonite. Okay, no, this needs to be different spots. I want this up here. Okay, so you need crystal and powder. Crystal, you get cryonite powder and steam. Okay. And yeah, crystal and then cryonite powder is just done by crushing. Not all too bad. Pulverizers. Let's actually set up some distance. So let's have you like that, and then also have you go over like so. And then this will be where I set up the chemical plants. There. You will be making cryonite crystals and have an efficiency module. Ah, didn't copy the efficiency module. Oh well. Pretty glad that tier 3 means you only really need one efficiency module per if you're not doing anything else. Okay, next up, yeah, this needs to make steam, which actually then just creates water again. So yeah, I need to set up a loop essentially. It's gonna be for the best and easier if I just do it like this. Because I can just do this. May as well include the inserters. There. Because now I can just... There we go. Oh, hang on. Okay, set up. This space needs power now. Yeah, so got a belt that's gonna go a little something like this. And a belt that's gonna go a little something like this. Now it needs to be powered a little something like this. And next up, I need to set up another electric boiler. And I'm going to set up the same thing. Boiler. Yeah, I can just shove it in there. Have a water tank. Yeah, I may as well have the water tank up here, honestly. For efficiency's sake. There. And then a water pump, like so. And a similar thing, that water pump is only active if this storage tank is below a certain amount. Yeah, like so. Does need power. So just have this electric pole here. Just to get these out of my inventory. Oh, that's not close enough. There. Alright, and then I need to get this plugged in. That's what I'm going to use this for. Yeah, so... Why does that have barely any water? It's not pumping. You are disabled for some reason. What are you being disabled by? Ah, because you were for like the emergency power or something. So let's just break that link. There. Alright, so that's gonna see this, and then once it hits 5,000, it shuts off. There we go. Lovely. Then I need to have this start making steam. Yep, that's the right type of steam. Okay, so that's that established. Now I just need to get the crusher set up. Here. Okay, that's kind of a shame. It's gonna collide with that. I mean, I could always just sort of do this. But that's gonna... No, that's not gonna work out. I could go a bit lower, but I do want to stick to the confines of my base. And again, same verse. Second verse, same as the first. Alright. I'll be right back. There we go. I do also have to realize this is not going to be the actual final iteration. This is just getting things set up so that things are good to go. So... yes, the Crying Knight will be feeding in here. And I'm going to process the sand that's gonna come out of it. I'm just gonna turn it into landfill. That's just the best bet for it. Alright. Yeah, so it needs 2 of both. You take 4 Cryonite powder to make 1 Cryonite crystal. Oof. Okay, so I basically need to set up something like this. So that a quarter gets sent up. There. And this will be the output. Set up a splitter here to filter out the sand. Where was that? They snuck around. Damn it. It wasn't blocked off right and the biters rushed around the corner. So I need to fix that by doing this. There. Now prevent them from rushing around there. And let's play it safe and ensure that this bit is locked off. And sealed off here too. There's a gap here I should have really have closed. And yeah, I'm going to play it safe. Lock it off here too. There. Okay. Craft myself, yeah. Because you need 200 sand for 1 landfill, so this is just a great way to just dump sand away. There we go. Yeah, all the fundamentals are set up. It's now just a matter of plugging in the Cryonite, essentially. And then the crafted stuff can then be sent up and loaded onto the rocket. I am working with fluids, so you're kind of close, Nessa. Thank you for the resub, greatly appreciate it. Alright, so I can get rid of these. May as well launch... okay, this rocket doesn't have enough fuel yet. There we go. Okay. Stuff's going good. I am getting Cryonite processing set up on Cornetto. I discovered that coal liquefaction can kind of feed itself, so I've gone and set that up. And so, yeah. I'm now getting ready to plug in that. There. Alright, so, yeah, so I've got some, let's just shove this in here. Did all that go in one go? I guess so. Oh, I never actually... Oopsie. I didn't actually set a filter, apparently. Yeah, look at that, the first Cryonite rod has rolled off the production line. Okay, so essentially I now need to flip this, change the direction of these belts. Sustain damage and is off course. Deploy save, missed the landing pad. Oh fuck, no, did my Cryonite rocket miss again? It did, didn't it? It's always Cryonite. On the plus side, it is set up to handle it. No, I got rid of the requester chest that handles it. For fuck's sake. Hang on, but I can put a requester chest in. Because I should still have requester chests in the construction network. To build that. Yeah, it's not saying it's not there on the material for missing. Right. On the plus side, the bots are gonna clean all this up, and it did get rid of. Oh yeah, that's scrap. Oh well. It is what it is. I have to wait for this to get built so that I can clean out. Oh well. One last gasp of being as annoying as possible before I manage to gain control of the planet, essentially. That's how I'm viewing this. Alright, you know what? Let's break this open. I don't need this anymore. Wrong way around. There. There. Alright. That's gonna get that up and running. And I'm also going to quickly flip these belts around so that these can get... Alright, I'm going to have to flip the entirety of them around. Fuck it. That's going to get Cryonite processing up and running. Oh yeah, also don't forget, have a single efficiency module. Right, now I need to keep an eye on the power grid. Well, it's doing alright. Might start becoming a bit of an issue when power dips, but other than that. You started a redacted pane. I'm now curious what you mean with that. So that's set up. Now I can start sending these into the rockets. Wrong way around. Buzz. Where are you buzzing? No worries. Nothing important. You know, I'm just gonna... I don't have a random extra radar. There we go. Okay, that's that up and running. Unfortunately, it's also gonna... Oh no, that's no good. Alright. But okay, I now have on-world cryonite processing. That's again gonna save me on quite a bit of rocket costs. New production. Yeah, new production paints are the worst. Because of low resource stuff, I do want to get as much as I can out of every drop of coal. Yeah, that's this up and running. Wow, I need way more crystal plants, okay. But hey, this'll do. This'll do. It's gonna take a long time to get filled though. Doesn't help that. Yeah. This needs to be produced. Oh, you can actually do productivity modules. Wait, this needs to happen faster. Just so that the rocket actually gets fueled at a somewhat decent rate. But okay, that's that set up. The artillery guns are also set up. So this can just kind of stay as is for now. So now I'm gonna have to clean up the mess back at the base, which I should probably be able to do remotely now. There we go. Just request cryonite. And there we go. And then that's gonna put the cryonite back into the system. And then I can clean all this up, which is nice. Gives me a bit more space. So with that done, what should I work my way towards? I did finish researching the telescopes. Honestly, getting to the railgun isn't going to be too hard. These heavy girders. which are those. Iridium. That reminds. Actually, I think that's the first thing I might want to look at. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here. Beryllium cargo rocket sections. They more or less cost the same. Yeah, they cost the same. The difference is by adding in more beryllium, you double the amount of rocket sections you get out of it. Multispectral mirrors. You produce... Okay, that produces 5 scrap. But in return, you don't need the heat shield and the steel. No, hang on, no, hang on, that's iridium, not beryllium. Yeah, beryllium. Actually, let's check, what? Beryl. Okay, no, let's just hold that. Okay, no, that's not gonna reveal anything. Just looking for recipes that use beryllium. Yeah, so there's this. There's got the beryllium plates, which need ingots. So you need to go through this entire process. You start with the and that's the core fragment. Beryllium sulfate. What's a beryllium? Beryllium ingots. Beryllium ingots with coal and then sand and beryllium powder. Finally leads to beryllium plates. What are my beryllium prospects like? You've got a nice decent amount of erudite. No. You also have erudite. Ah. There's the barrel. Huh? Oh. I was expecting that when I decided to give this area a peek. So yeah, so okay, so it is just this barrel stuff, okay. Yeah, that's that's kind of the shape matches, the positioning of the stuff not so much, but that's the FTL ship. It's also got stuff hidden away in it. Oh, I lost track of it. Hang on. There. Okay, okay, so I can't peek in there at the moment. I think that's a spare engine over there. Oh, hang on, if I mouse over it, it reveals the contents. There's quite some good stuff in here. Looking all of this kind of makes me think I should have gone here way sooner, because these supplies would have been very useful. There's some kind of gun in there. Laser turrets. Ion engines and a broken ion engine, but it looks like there's a spare ion engine in here. Interesting. Oh, wrong button. Okay, so that's a location of barrel. Okay, you got Vata Melange, so biter meteors. More biter meteors. Erudite. Vegemite. Okay, there's also barrel on this moon. 3% threat, waterless, so that's not all too bad. This one's also again Vata Melange. This one's got holomonite, which I don't think I can process yet. Let's back up a bit. What were the two things that you unlock initially? Okay, yeah, it is holonium and beryllium are the two that you start off with. With the highest magnetic permeability, light, strong, corrosion resistant, and radiation resistance. Honestly, beryllium I definitely would consider grabbing because it allows me to get some more efficient recipes. What's holonium even used for? It's needed for that's Energy Science Pack 1. Hang on. That stuff, that blue stuff there looks like that's used in the rocket. Yeah, at least to do all this. Hypercooling 3. Thermal radiating speed. The holonium cables. Yeah, it looks like beryl is gonna be my best way. That's yeah. This also needs beryllium. All right. So yeah, that's gonna be my next resource to grab. Thing is, where I think I'm also tempted to do the asteroid belt because zero threat, lots of solar. The issue will be the platforms I'm gonna need for this. Yeah, because I could build on the asteroids. That's gonna be tricky. If I do the asteroid belt, hang on, what's the processing like for beryllium? So you got the barrel. Um, okay, so you need sulfuric acid to crush it, which is done in a well. So in space, it'd have to be the biochemical facility, which then produces beryllium sulfate. Actually, let's work backwards. So we've got the ingot, that needs molten beryllium needs beryllium powder and pyroflux. Or I can do... Okay, no, so I have to make the powder to make the molten beryllium. Oh, wow, okay, beryllium is involved. The problem is even just the initial beryllium sulfate step needs sulfuric acid. That's rough. How am I going to do that? I'm guessing at least that stacks 100. Okay, barrel stacks to 50 instead of the 20 of cryonite and vulcanite, so that's not too bad. That's not as inefficient. Yeah. And then the rest of the steps are 100. I think I'm gonna be best off just shipping barrel. On the other hand, going to the asteroid belt is nice, but asteroid belts are... it's gonna be rough to build in because the platforms I need. That's gonna cause quite some back and forth. On the other hand, I could also go to here. It's waterless, yes. But only a 3% threat. Automation signal? Okay, use for spaceship automation. I guess that's if you want to send off to a planet, that's the number you need to give it. Let's view the surface of this. Let's see how bad it is down here. Alright, well the starting area... honestly, that's not all too bad. Yes, lack of water sucks. but it's not. It doesn't have horrible solar coefficients. So powering this won't be as big of a pain. Also, something I need to realize. This fragment. It produces core fragments as well, which I'm assuming, yeah, is what is this. Something to consider. Because that produces raw resources. In fact, it produces water. And pyroflux and crude oil. The problem is, those drills are power hungry. Where are they? Here. These consume, 25 megawatts worth of power. Not something to really want to set up on a colony that you only just established. And look at this, the pollution cloud is not spreading all too much. And thanks to the radar coverage and the artillery guns, this area should be kept nice and biter free. Alright. I think it's okay. This is going to be slow going, just because, you know, it's current bottleneck is the fact that I don't have enough chemical plants, actually. Yeah, I could start shoving in some beacons, but then I have to worry about power. Power is still going to be at the premium here. I mean, I could just speed things along. Ah, fuck. Yeah, you know what? Let's at the very least do this. Let's get some more pulverizers in. There we go. That should now get things producing nice and quick. Alright. This is gonna have to do for now. I cannot expand this too much further. Can I? I can handcraft in one more chemical plant. Fuck it. Let's at least get one extra chemical plant in just to speed things along. Yeah, the issue is I don't have enough glass for more. But hey, one more already helps. I guess the gun fired on the base, based on that over there. There. I should at least increase it a little bit. So it's gonna take a while before this rocket is good to go. But hey, this is so much more space efficient. Alright, it's good to go on fuel. That's good. You know what? I'm going to, just to ensure that the refueling goes a bit faster, I'm gonna do this. Get a bit more storage, just that this keeps producing. A train was lost? What? Huh? Okay, this gap here is proving to be a massive nuisance. I need to plug it. I guess the train just happened to hit a biter that stopped it, and then the biters got to it. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I need to plug up this gap. This is just getting too annoying. Because I don't know what it is about this particular area of the map, but they just love expanding around here. It's the area where I have to blow up expansions the most, it feels like. Maybe it's because the pollution here is actually touching some of the bases. And the attacks here are so common. I'm not used to the attacks here being this common. On the plus side, the train got destroyed on a track that doesn't get used on too much. But yeah, I need to head back. I'm gonna need to first let this get cleaned up before I introduce the cryonite rods in. Now, I may as well just grab these and just shove them on the belt over there. There. So, and honestly, the bots. What's the construction range? Not big enough. I'm going to essentially just take this and expand it to block that access point off. Because that's where they're constantly slipping through. This is gonna take high priority. I have to get this fixed. That area is proving to be quite the nuisance, so I want to just get it patched up, get it done and over with. All right. That sucks. That happened. That's just unfortunate. Oh, a meteorite impacted on a few things. I didn't leave any spare belts there. Oops. That's... I'm gonna have to fix that later. Alright, so let's expand the logistics network. What? the hell? Where did those come from? Did like the biters know that I was heading this way or something? Tricksy biters. Anyway, time to get this gap plugged. There, and now I need to get the oil or the fuel connected. That's this gap plugged. But those spiders, I guess they were going after the artillery gun and just happened to spot me or something? Also, yeah, those base that way. Right, and also I need to fix that over there. There's the supply train that wants to arrive. You get out of here. I need to go here. Oh, it's blocked up because of that train. Alright, swap to manual mode. There we go. I need to take a roundabout route. Oh well. Gives the bots a bit of time. I am on location. Oh, this train needs a bit of a schedule change anyway. Fueling. There. How did they get there? They must have gone like that. Ah, it's that base over there. So I never properly sealed off the defenses here, turns out. This uranium ore site is almost done anyway, honestly. Oh, great. Of course, it was the ones over there that fired, so the biters are gonna go like that. Alright, let's get these tracks here fixed. Alright, that's this section of the defenses online again. I really need to head over to here and to plug up this gap. It's being quite a pain. Meanwhile, what got damaged on Agnia? Which belt got hit? Okay, those three over there were the ones that died. So yeah, so the Vulcanite processing is still going. It's just been reduced quite a bit, unfortunately. Oh, oh, this thing's getting so full. Let's just double check. How are things looking on Cornetto? Pollution cloud is not spreading much further. And, yeah, this is going to be slower going. And that's just due to necessity. Oh wow, stuff's been destroyed here so long. Oh, I don't have the right underneath type here. But yeah, so the issue here is, yeah, this section here. Well, it's part of the issue anyway. This'll do. It's just to ensure that they can no longer try and sneak through. Yeah, but it looks like it's gonna be time to get myself a new uranium patch. This one's almost done. But but uranium's not gonna be a priority anytime soon. Considering how much stuff I have right now, how much uranium I've got floating about, and not much. It's only being used right now for the reactor. Right, you just get a move on. so that I can return to base. Wait, stop. It would help if I were actually in the train. There. Oh dear. What's causing the jam? It's trains wanting to refuel, I guess. Jeez, when do I get to go? Huh, those are being used. I'm guessing. Yeah, they've kicked it to full swing. Good. As it should. Alright. So that's that. Yeah, I'm just gonna let mining productivity keep on ticking up. You know what? Let's go and plug in a second uranium site, just so that it's done and I don't forget. There's a good uranium. I don't really need uranium right now. Okay, to-do list. I've set you up. Ah, okay. Right. I need to transition the space platform to using a logistics network. Yeah, it really helps. It really helps cleaning up bases early on. Alright, I need to think of my next thing. Yeah, so setting up the logistics network up in space. That's just the next thing I need to work on. Simple as. Which means, yeah, I've got a whole bunch of stuff I just need to get rid of because space. Disable that. Don't need you, don't need you, don't need you. We'll be needing all of those. We'll be needing you. Don't need you, don't need you. You, don't need you. Nope, 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 nope. We'll be needing you. Okay, this'll do. Swap out my suits. I've got stuff. I should probably get a thruster pack installed. Jetpack. It's got built-in jetpack equipment. Maybe it's just that I need to take some fuel with me for the road. Okay, I'm definitely going to need to grab a bunch of Logibots. So that I've got a bunch with me. And I'm going to need a bunch of chests. But yeah, I'm going to start transitioning things to a more logistics-oriented approach. You're just lacking your space capsule. I think that thing for now is just going to be my personal rocket up and down. So, yeah, I just need to get up. I probably must be better off just using the capsule straight up, but that is, I'm too lazy for the management of that. There. Okay. Right, no cargo rocket section rockets are arriving just because of the fuel barely being used up. I should have really considered that. I need to tweak the ratios. Okay, now I can re-enable this. So, you know, they're gonna refill my inventory with stuff I've left up here. Let's fill up the roboports with the logistic bots and a set of construction bots. Alright, so I need provider chests and requester chests. And I'm gonna start by just putting a few here. You know, I'm not gonna tear everything up. I'm just gonna essentially just start replacing bits and pieces where I can transition it over. So, you know, provider chests here. I am gonna let these fill up though. Actually, if I'm doing that, I should use these. Yes, that's a bit faster. Provider chest here and here. Provider chest here and here. Steel is not yet part of it. There. Each of the chips needs to be included. There we go. Alright, that's all of these these belts. I should probably also actually get these added. There. I got some spare provider chests here way back when, yeah, that was initially set up. And the big thing is that piping cannot be changed. Piping essentially is going to be a bus of pipes, and everything else is going to be done via requester chesting. So things can kind of stay as is, honestly. It's just now it's set up for in the future. I can just stop. Right, one thing I should do actually is, yeah, these ones here also need to be included. I need more requester chests or provider chests. Yeah, like these also need to be provided. This is an empty lane. I can put some providers here. Stone also needs to be added. There. Alright, slowly but surely the logistics network is getting loaded up with the stuff it needs. Look at that. Okay. So, I need to get some... Actually, hang on. Don't I already have telescopes up here? Or did I bring those down already? I'd be a little annoyed if I brought those down at some point. Ah, there's a telescope. So how big are these things? Oh, not too big. Okay. So, for astronometrics, okay, I don't actually have it set up yet. So let me just quickly peek. Yeah, so for this, you need this, which requires all of that. Astrometric Insight, Catalog, Significant Data, and Beryllium. Good thing I'm working towards getting Beryllium set up. And yeah, that just needs infrared, UV, visible, and then a multispectral, which needs one of each. And then the actual catalog needs one of each. The Insight needs... It produces blank data cards. Okay. But I also need these, which needs significant products, significant data, and it creates blank data cards again. Interesting. So, hang on. This thing. You need 63 astronometric insights. One astronometric insight. You make 2. Each of these needs 1 blank data card. You need 1 of each. Well, yeah, 1 of each. So you get a lot of the data cards back through this. Interesting. Interesting. This. Right, actually, honestly, the first thing I should do is probably set up to junk data card processing. Just so that I have that up and running, because I've got quite a few junk data cards being made now. Where was the recipe for that? Nope, none of those do it. Again, don't search on that. Junk data card, junk data card. Ah, here. Data reformatting. It needs junk data cards, thermofluids, but it has a chance of making a blank data card or a broken data card. And now that I'm setting up logistics networks, I can just... yeah, okay. That's not going to be too bad. So I need to find a spot where I'm storing junk data cards so that I can start putting those into passive provider chests. I need to get... oh, I'm actually playing with fire here. I don't have scaffolds. Let's go and get some. I want to consider... anyway, yoink. Your short tons, polished data substrate. Okay, there's a stone shortage? Glass shortage. Just not enough's being shipped up, I guess, right now. Oh well, that's for later. Passive provider chest. What? Where's that happening? Okay. Interesting. How did they get there? But that's one set of junk data cards being added. Now I just need to make sure. Oh, these are already being added to a passive to a provider chest. Good. I need to create a supercomputer. Hopefully I have a spare manufactory lying about. Yeah, there it is. That's the here we go. This is my crafting. Manufactory I use for crafting. So I need one of these. I need more low densities. Oh, low densities are not yet being added. Let's make sure to change that. There. Yeah, I'm just gonna set this up here. And no, hang on, I just set this up somewhere with access because it needs thermofluid. So here's gonna be a decent enough spot. The biochemical stuff is made over here. So let's set up the processing around here, I guess. Thermofluid. Okay, which means I actually need another biochem facility. You know what? I'm just gonna borrow from here. Hooray for recycling. Yeah, so you do data reformatting. Before that, actually, I need another thermal radiator. Get myself some space pipe. Big electric. A whole bunch of these. These pumps and steel. How are things looking over here? It's lacking cargo rocket sections. There we go. One radiator. This is a little locked up, so I cannot actually use that circuit. Oh well. I should have grabbed more space pipe. Oops. Yeah, the thing is, yeah, everything is now kind of getting jammed up. Wait. Oh, it's suffering from a case of all the coppers being sent over there and stop being allowed to keep going. I need to grab that stuff too. Hang on. Yeah, hang on. Why am I doing so difficult? Oh, because otherwise the iron's gonna go through here. Is that a case if I just grab too much scaffolding? There. Then we're having a few shortages up here in terms of how fast stuff is getting delivered. It is what it is. It's gonna fix that later. Here we go. That's gonna see, yeah, thermal fluid slowly being added to the pool. Requester chest for the junk cards. So I just need some time now for there to be enough thermal fluid in the system now. Because it's okay, it's all being sent down apparently. And none of it's being sent over. How to handle this? Because I do want to. Because this one's now, this one's good to go, so I don't need this to keep pumping. Issues, yeah, this has been set up as a closed loop. I have an idea. It's not the best idea, but it's an idea. Pumps. I'm just gonna have to force it, essentially. Yeah, there we go. Now it's pumping up enough. And this, but this I'm just going to loop back around, right back into the system. So this should, you know, get backed up eventually, relatively quickly. There. All right. And then put a provider chest. That's just going to do both. But now, what do I do with the junk card? The broken data cards. I guess they get put into the recycler? Yeah, broken data cards, they just get turned to scrap in the recycler facility. Then the scrap just gets sent onto the scrap belt. Recycling facility. Okay, a few more big electric. Oh, you're not in the logistics network there. Alright, let's get myself a recycler. May as well just put the recycler here, honestly. There. And there we go. That's the... Okay, so that's that setup. Okay, so now I need to do the telescopes. At least... it needs light oil, which I think I'm already shipping up anyway, thankfully. But yeah, I need three telescopes. At the minimum. Minimum. Telescope. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay, it needs glass thing. There. Space assemblers, which I'm just gonna pick up from the floor. Low densities. I just need to grab some multispectrals. No, light oil's not being sent up yet. Okay, good to know. I'm gonna have to arrange that at some point. What's the... Yeah, so I need to... Let's see, let me just check. What's the hold up with glass? Okay, it's just not able to fire them quick enough. Or load them quick enough, rather. I have to wait for this to get built. Yeah, and heat sinks at low densities, they are just as usual, lagging behind. Oh, what happened here? Why are they... What are you short of? Copper? Wait, what happened to my copper? Alright, copper shipment just arrived. Copper's doing okay, I guess. Let's set this to 400. Just that this keeps going at a decent rate. Damn it, just as I was gonna grab that multispectral. How many do they need? 2 per. There. Thank you for the hydrate. Wait, now it's not firing at all. What? just a little bit inconsistent, unfortunately, for when it'll actually do its stuff. Alright, a few more low densities are needed. Alright, so 3 telescopes, 1 of each type, essentially. And I'll also need cooling fluid. I'm just gonna establish a basic area for it. So that it's got something already. And maybe also just increase the size of the platform a bit, so I have some working space. Alright, so telescopes. I just want to essentially check it how these work. So you set these, you tell them which type you want. And okay, I need to check. Do these need different temperatures? You want -100, -100, -100. Okay, they all want the same temperature. Good. So essentially, there, like this, and then yes, the cold fluid out the top, there, and then. This is going to be interesting to manage. So those don't quite line up actually. I'd best off just to establish lines basically of each type, so to speak. This is actually interesting. I mean, I could just do this essentially. Yeah, I want to keep things simple now and just start using bots. Yeah, like that. Nice and simple. Let's like get it out and in. But I do have to produce the chemical. I do have to produce the thermofluid on location. What parts do you need? Glass, pumps, low densities. Glass. Glass is the big one, because glass is kind of getting used up at a pretty high rate. Okay, and I'm going to need another thermal radiator. Oh, it needs more pumps. Wait for those pumps to craft. Here they come. Alright, now I just gotta wait for the copper cabling to get made. And then once I have the basics of the telescope set up, it's time to establish a barrel mine. Okay, to the point where I need to rethink my setup due to green science, which I know later I'll have to keep rethinking and fighting. Yeah, that's the whole part of the game. It's you gotta figure it. You gotta. Do you slap something down now that just works, or you design it in such a way that it can be expanded easily? Alright. You slapped. And that's perfectly fine. Honestly, nothing quite beats a bowl of Factorio spaghetti, if you ask me. So yeah, it's good. These are gonna over-request blank observation frames. And you're gonna produce the relevant. Alright. Not a lot of space here, actually, now that I think about it. Just enough to squeeze this indo. But first needs to get cooled. But I don't need to worry about the bus as much anymore because I'm going to be changing things up anyway. So you need to produce thermofluids. And okay, hang on. Okay, I need to add sulfur to the nest work. This is going to make things so much easier, because now the main thing I need to worry about is how to get the fluids over. And that's not as bad. Because I could just slap down a single requester chest and have it request all the parts I need. Boom. Say a bada bing, bada boom. Alright, and similar principle, set up a pump, set up a storage, set up the radiator, set up another storage. plug it in. And then this fluid needs to loop around. Huh, that fits. Doesn't fit perfectly. There. Alright, that's the cooling loop setup. Now it just needs to actually... Yeah, so I need to take the bio gel and the heavy oil. The heavy oil's up there. Okay, getting the heavy oil across will be interesting. Let's start off with the chemical gel. Yeah, this is going to make things so much easier when I only have to worry about laying lots of pipe. There. Now I just need to connect in the heavy oil. Somehow. Yeah, I need to untangle the heavy oil, essentially. I should be able to get it out from there. No, that's a close link. There we go. Now it's an open link. The issue is getting it past all of this now. I think it's going to be better off if I go like this. That link's not going to quite work either. This here would be the ideal spot so I can turn the pipe around and bring it along here. That's not going to quite work. I could also do this. There. And then I just need to bring it down. I say just. Easier said than done. Can these be... Ah. Well, they can only get speed modules. Darn. Jeez, this is such a mess of pipes. I love it. I should bring this over by one. No, two. I'm probably not going to love it in the future when I actually need to maintain this, but for now it'll do. Alright, there we go. And same process as the other times. Like this. Are enabled when vermifluid. There we go. Okay, so that's the start of the satellites setup. Admittedly, there's still a long ways to go. Because I actually need to go get the frames set up. Which means it's time to get the basic setup for Beryl. No productivity modules due to a lack of glass, I'm guessing. And glass. Oh, glass is really struggling. In fact, there seems to be no glass shipments at all at the moment. Oh, it just arrived. Why are those guns being so inconsistent? And then it gets the signal that it's full, I guess. It needs to wait for it to empty out. But it's already below the limit now, so why is it not delivering again? Oh. The control signal's not coming through. Okay. That'll do it. Yes, the problem is I don't have enough power production and power storage. Okay, that's the issue right now. That explains the inconsistencies. So I need to expand the power grid and the power storage. Oh, I wasn't quite... I should have a bunch of scaffolding elsewhere still. I'm starting to think that elsewhere might be on the ground. Looks like I've gone through all of my scaffolding. Oops, without really doing an all too efficient layout. That's gonna have to do for now. Because I really need to set up also additional battery accumulator storage. Which unfortunately I have some leftover space here for. Yeah, I do have accumulators in my picking up list. Where are they? There they are. Here, this should hopefully help. That should hopefully get more consistent glass deliveries. And that's already looking better. How's the shortage of vulcanite blocks? I'm thinking I'm gonna have to send another shipment up soon. Alright, time to return to the ground. I'm more or less done up here for now. But I have the same problem again. The rocket is not good to go. I don't even have a spare capsule. Oh, no, I do. Here we go. I can just use this capsule. Oh, what? I had a spare biochemical facility. Oh well. Also, before I depart, let's put down another storage warehouse, just so that the bots, I can guarantee the bots have places to deliver to. There. Alright, I'm just gonna land, yeah, around the space center. Be right back. there come all the delivery bots. Alright. Okay, so beryllium. So I've got two options. At least I think I've got two options. What are my other options like? You've got a lot of copper, so you might be a good copper planet. You are completely loaded on erudite. This is an oil planet. Lots of stone here. Load up on coal. Holomite. Ah, yeah, I can just look at this. Yeah, so my best beryllium bets are... you're loaded up on methane ice. So it's either the asteroid belt or Znok. Asteroid belt, absolutely no threat, easy power. But it's gonna be a pain to build on. Because I'm gonna need scaffolds. Which I'm a little low on. Actually, out of curiosity, I should have some scaffolds down here. Let's just... No, damn it. Because the thing is, if I go there, the return trip is going to be far less expensive, essentially. Because I won't need to break atmosphere. So, you know, in terms of fueling, it's a lot better. Yeah, so let me just check. How do I have much in the way of scaffolding stored away here? Let's see how much I get. They probably snuck through that hole over there again, didn't they? Forgot about that. There we go. Okay, so I am leaning towards doing the asteroid belt because it will allow me to grab the goodies over here. And, well, that's a 4 million seam over there. These, you know, there's big deposits over here. I don't necessarily need to not build on the existing rocks. I mean, this rock over here is pretty big, so I could use that as my staging point. Solar's going to be a lot easier to arrange up here for power. Wow, I just simply got a flat 1,000. Okay. That should do the trick, honestly. But again, I'm now coming up against my other issue. And that the production of the rocket parts isn't going very smoothly. At the moment, it's a shortage. Most of these are working. Oh, these can have productivity modules. Yeah, I need to beacon these. I need to get the most out of these. These parts are so expensive that if I beacon these, I'm gonna get so much more bang for my buck. Beacons. Oh, beaconing those is gonna be a pain. Oh, I'm just gonna leave that as is. Fuck it. Yeah, but this should help out because yeah, getting, you know, a free low density structure is really gonna help. Yeah, my copper is not sufficient. Not enough copper shipments are. The copper shipment isn't arriving often enough. Should probably also adjust the copper plant loadout at some point. This is what it is, though. Yeah, there's a biter base right there. Yep, there it is. Yeah, this base just has to go now. Yeah, copper. Admittedly, that thing only has one train associated with it. How many trains are actually associated with the copper plant? 2. And green copper. Yeah, 2 of these dedicated to chips. And well, here's the other issue. Copper waiting at the pickup. Waiting at the pickup, waiting at the pickup, waiting at the pickup, waiting at the pickup. My copper deposits are not doing so hot right now. They're all kind of running out. Really, I'm pretty sure I've already condemned this one. I think I got let's see, I think I already got rid of its symbol. Yeah. This one is no longer going to be part of the network. I think I'm gonna have to stall my plans. Thing is, it's kind of hard to tell. I can, because if I did turn these on, there's so much. Because I got so many stations. Yeah, that copper deposit is pretty much done. Yeah, I think I already. Yeah, copper is currently really struggling because most of the copper deposits are starting to run dry. This one still got some legs left in it, but it's starting to run low. I need to do a big copper expansion. Just grab a whole bunch of copper deposits. But I don't have a lot exactly open for grabbing. So 2 million deposit over there. The problem is I've discovered also that space exploration gets rid of the distance thing. Where the further away you are, the richer the deposits. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to initiate a scan. I want to see more. I want to discover more copper deposits. Now this scan. Alright, let's see what we get. There's the scan. $4 million copper deposit over there. Nice. Uh-oh. Oh, did they change the scanning logic? That it actually scans in a circle now. I was worried for a moment I came up against the border of the planet. Because, yeah. In base Factorio, the planet size is unlimited, but in space exploration, planets do have a limit on their size. And, well, I'm essentially then going to start supplementing things with core mining. What? Well, that just cut off power to some sections. Alright, well, while the scan's happening, I need to go fix that. And essentially, it's time to start finding choke points and start locking them up. It's time for another period of expansion on Nauvis. Secure myself more space. Oy, one little problem. If I try to fix that, there's a bunch of biters there. I'm gonna need to... Oh, there's a train. The train's dead. Damn it. Oh, it managed to get past. And now the guns are gonna finish them off. Alright. And the train in the station is gonna get fixed up. Alright, that... Oof. I was worried I have to get another train up and running again, but... they destroyed a signal, really? How rude. Are they coming from? I guess over there. But that base isn't in range. Well, quite a few bases actually I see are in need of some serious smacking. Pollution cloud has spread quite a bit. So yeah, this base, it's gotta go. I should start lusting the attacks. I can't. Why can I not see the artillery range? What? I should be able to see it. Oh, there it is. It's just hard to see on this color. Let's get rid of this base. There. See, that base was in the pollution cloud. Not gonna be able to get them all, but the more bases I hit, the less attacks I suffer. There we go. That should be a bit of cleanup. How's the scan going? What's annoying me is I'm not seeing any new choke points that I can go and grab to, you know, secure myself a nice big chunk of land. I mean, I could go along here, lock off that. That there's a nice choke point. That's definitely a point I want to work my way towards to lock off. It's gonna be quite a trek to get there. I'm gonna have to secure this donut essentially. So I'm gonna need to set up a few artillery outposts along the way. Yeah, go there, block off there, and then I secure all the. I mean, there's a stone deposit, coal. There's a big iron deposit. There's a huge copper deposit, 12 million, nice. And our oil deposit. So yeah, locking this section off is going to be worth it. Oh hey, that's a peninsula, but they've got a land bridge. There's another nice choke point for me to work my way towards. Although I could, this here is also turning into a choke point. If I do this choke point, I secure this section here too. And I mean, I can set up a land bridge here and just easily integrate that into my factory. And the attacks are still coming. Yeah, I need to expand. My base limits have served their purpose. It's time for me to claim more land for myself. Because I need to really crank up my rocket part production. That's currently my biggest bottleneck. But it's getting a bit late, and I streamed quite a bit, so I'm gonna constrain how long the stream is. I'm gonna wrap things up here. I've achieved quite a nice amount of things, definitely making good progress. I technically have a stream planned tomorrow, but I'll see if I'm in the mood for it, considering how many extra streams I've been doing lately. But yeah, that's it for me for tonight. Hope you enjoyed, and hope you until next time. Nighty night.